Hi, friends. Welcome to Tabletop Tonight. We're so excited to be here on a Saturday night, not our usual night of streaming, but welcome. My name is Duel Gaviola, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely co-host, my wife, Michelle.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going well. So
Yeah.
I didn't have any papers to grade today.
Yes, my wife, Michelle, is, if you don't know, she is a teacher, so teachers are always working, but thankfully you didn't have any papers to grade today.
Which nice. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, I finished grading the ones that were turned in, and I haven't received any today.
Okay, well, we'll see. Want to shout out August Ray. Got the finger guns. Pew, pew. Very nice, August Ray. And those of you who just joined us, thank you for hanging out with us. We normally stream here Monday through Thursday, or Tuesday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific. But once in a while, we do the MEEPLE Munchies, and this is our quest, our ongoing quest to find the ultimate game snack.
I don't think I found it yet.
I was just gonna ask you, I don't think we've had some really good snacks through these different boxes, but nothing that's struck me as oh my gosh, this is the one I want at every game night.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think partially for me at least, it's because I try to eat healthier, so I don't buy a lot of processed food.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's all processed.
Yeah. And it's as long as it's in moderation, right? If you had a game night and maybe had a few of these snacks, it'd be just fine, I'm sure. If you're joining us for the first time, what we normally do here is we play board games. All those things that you see behind us. We love analog gaming, not digital gaming, which I do sometimes. But we focus.
You said doo-doo.
I know. I was just gonna say. I just said doo-doo. And that's the type of humor you come to expect here on our channel, folks.
Sing junior high.
Total junior high doo-doo. I do play digital games occasionally, but we focus on board games here. And on Saturday nights, occasionally, about once a month, we get a box from Universal Yums. This is. Do you want to talk about Universal Yums real quick, babe?
Yeah. Well. Here, can we show it?
Yep.
There. So this is my monthly box of Universal Yums, and I was introduced to this by one of my students because his family had received a gift of Universal Yums, and I guess it was for a few months because he no longer receives it.
Oh, okay.
So, we don't bond over the snacks anymore, but you get a box of snacks for. Well, this is the smallest box, and it's $15 something a month, $15 a month. So I thought, we weren't doing anything during the pandemic, during lockdown. So I thought it'll be a nice little treat, and I thought, oh, maybe I should get the big box. But again, that would be, I think, too much because a lot of the times I have to eat it by myself.
I'll have a few bites and stuff, but it's. I think if you're sharing it with your family, you would get the bigger size box, or if there's just, if you're just hungry, or just have a bigger appetite. But for us, the small box is just fine. James in the house. Hi, James. Thanks for joining us. And also Prop Tart. Yeah, Prop Tart with the emojis. We got the food emojis. Nice. And, this is...
Are there any other emojis?
Right. This is something we always do on our stream, folks. We talk about stream snacks. Let us know what you're eating and or drinking. This is a special MEEPLE Munchies episode of the show. So this is primarily focused on our monthly snack box from Universal Yums. And if there's anyone from Universal Yums watching, hey, we could always go for a sponsorship. Whisper me or DM me at ruelgaviola.com or
Daryl Bigamon's here.
Daryl Bigamon's in the house. Daryl B. Gaming. I was just about to bring up Daryl's name. Folks, Daryl is my real life friend. I do have real life friends. And I do. Especially now, it's so, it's new again, right? After being locked down for a year and a half.
It's so weird.
It really is to see friends again. And Daryl joined me last week on Tuesday for a Kickstarter game. We played Vengeance Roll and Fight, which is really fun. It's a roll and write game, but it's real time. It's fighting. It's very much like a Kill Bill type theme or John Wick. Daryl will be joining me again this upcoming Tuesday, and I can announce it now. We are going to be playing Lockup with the new expansion, Lockup Breakout. So come back on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific. Daryl and I are going to be playing that. Game Jedi is also in the house. Hi, Game Jedi. And August Ray, yo. Yeah, so Daryl and I were going to be playing on Tuesday. And then Michelle and I, we're going to talk about our schedule now. I'm just going down the list. I don't have anything prepared, so we're just shooting off the hip, shooting from the hip, as they say. Michelle's going to join me on Wednesday and Thursday of next week. On Wednesday, we're going to play Octonauts. I forget there was another name for it, like the puzzle. Anyways, it's a puzzle game. It's a really cool, like Lego-ish type blocks and a puzzle, right? Like you were doing it last night. Like Michelle learned it last night. She's going to teach me. They were talking about like STEM stuff, was it? I forget.
Yeah, well, I don't want to talk too much about it, but it's like almost like 3D polyominoes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Kind of like that, and it's the real puzzle. Well, polyominoes are puzzly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's our Wednesday game.
Yeah, that'll be our Wednesday game, and then Thursday, again, we can finally announce it. We are so excited. We've got the Isle of Cats, not the Isle of Cats base game. But we've got the Isle of Cats roll and write game. It's called Explore and Draw. Super pumped about this. This is going to be going to Kickstarter next week as well. Want to thank Frank and the team over there at City of Games. They sent us a prototype of the roll and write game, and it's, spoiler alert, it's awesome.
I haven't even seen it yet.
Yeah, I'm learning, or I will learn it after the stream tonight. I looked at it the other day. It looks good. Isle of Cats, but roll and write. And Darby Gaming says, can't wait. Oh, I'm excited to see it. I haven't played Lockup, but I love... Yeah, Role Player is one of my favorite, like, fantasy worlds. We love Cartographers, the roll and write version of Role Player. Lockup as well. It's in that world. It's you're like in a prison or a jail with all these different monsters and stuff. And the breakout, you're trying to break out. But what's cool, just like all the other Role Player games in that series... they have cards that you can use in the original Role Player game, so really neat. Game Jedi says, Isle of Cats Roll and Write? Isn't there an expansion for the board game? Yes, so... Ooh. Yeah, there's an expansion, and I was afraid to talk about it because I wasn't sure if but I just saw they posted a picture on their Instagram. But yes, the Kickstarter is going to have the expansions. I think I don't know if it's expansion or expansions, but there's also a separate Roll and Write game that they've developed as well. So that was announced recently on Kickstarter, and we can announce it here now. We're super excited to try it. We love Isle of Cats. Shout out to our friends Edward and Sasha, who we haven't seen in over a year. They're the ones that taught us that game, right? Yeah,
they brought it to the barbecue chicken place.
Oh yeah, our game night. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we miss Sasha and Edward. I doubt they're watching, but if they are, shout out to you too.
And happy birthday, Edward.
Happy birthday, Edward. We're thinking about you, friend. Proptar says, meow. Yeah, we can't wait to play that game. Also in chat, folks, let us know what you're eating or drinking or snacking on right now. And also what you're playing this weekend. If you have any games on board. I mean, we started this thing as just a way to... we started streaming last year as a way to hang out with y'all. And as we play our games, it's always nice to hear what you're playing on your side of the screen. We think of it as almost like a board game cafe, right? We've got our game going on here. You've got your game over there. Let us know. Maybe BGG, I don't know. Oh, it's not on FB. Yeah, I think it's probably on BGG right now. After we sample our snacks, so what Michelle and I do, we open this box. We have not opened it yet. We open it up. We're going to sample them. We're going to rate them. I think it's like Happy Face...
And then meh. And then I need this in my life.
Yeah, or sad face. Sad face is happy face.
Oh, that one's the I need that in my life. Yeah.
The one was sad face is the no good. Proctor says I'm snacking on apple. Oh my gosh, I loved Apple Jacks when I was a kid. That was my jam. Oh, now I'm totally.
They still make Apple Jacks?
Yeah, like I remember. Okay, do you remember those small cereals? Like it was like a dozen or something, like 10 small boxes. Uh-huh. Like we always threw away the Raisin Bran. Did you eat the Raisin Bran?
I did not. I only like Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, the Frosted Flakes, Pop, was it Pop? Not
Corn
Pop-Tarts.
Pops.
Corn Pops. Apple Jacks, Fruit Loops. Those were the 4 good ones. Then you had the ones you threw away. Rice Krispies, Raisin Bran. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I was a kid.
Yeah, I want all the sugar as a kid. What's funny now I would probably eat the Raisin Bran.
Yeah.
I would eat it all, but...
all the stuff I ate as a kid, I would not eat now.
Yeah. But I remember my parents, they would always end up with the Raisin Bran and the Rice Krispies and stuff. The cereal variety packs were the best. Oh, James loves Raisin Bran. Nice. James got Calico solo in the morning, then just one codenames with friends. Oh, nice. James, I'm assuming that you're meeting friends in real life. I hope so. I hope everyone's staying safe out there. We are fully vaccinated. My friend Daryl is as well. Both of our households are safe. And thankfully, we've been very, tight with our social bubbles, and we're slowly but surely expanding. So,
yeah, it's
super
kind of
excited.
weird getting out there. And,
yeah.
Oh, okay. So maybe you can answer this question.
Okay.
Okay, so I went to Costco this morning, right? And I don't know. I think that the last time I went, you could only use the Costco credit card there.
Oh yeah.
So
or check.
Or
cash. Right?
Well, with the pandemic, they weren't taking anything else.
Oh,
but
that's
the
right.
Card.
That's right.
So I don't know. The first time I used the card, I put it in the little machine, and it didn't take. And I mean, there's no balance on the card, and so I'm like, okay, it's not like, there's no credit left on there.
Yeah.
So the cashier tells me, okay, my bill was $178, which it's great for Costco.
Yeah.
And she tells me, well, why don't you try just putting in 100? And I was like, but my bill is $178.
Yeah.
Why would I pay $100 if my bill is $178? And she says, oh, because it didn't go through the first time. And I was like,
weird.
What? But then I looked at her and I was like, okay, I'm not understanding this, but how am I supposed to pay?
Right.
And then she listed off, the check and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, yeah, we're open again. The world is opening. So of course,
strange.
I don't have a checkbook with me.
Yeah.
Right? Who uses checks anymore?
I know.
So then, I had my other credit card for my bank, and I was like, okay, well, here, take that.
Yeah.
And,
weird.
Yeah, but why would she ask me to pay less than the bill?
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. Like, I just, it seems like either she was new and or she was trying to explain something and just explained it incorrectly.
That's what I was thinking. Because
very strange.
I so didn't understand. I'm like, so are you giving me $78?
Right? It's like free. Game Jai, let's get back to chat here. Game Jai says, I didn't play any board games, but I played Phasmophobia last night this morning. Very nice. I'm still happy about Prop Tart eating the Apple Jacks. And James got Calico, he said. Oh, nice, James. All vaccinated and meeting in real life. It's such a good feeling. Like, last week just hanging out with Daryl for a couple of hours here in the studio, and that was just, it was like the good old days.
You're real.
It's like real. Prop Tarts, there are August Ray. I'm trying to get a group together for Forgotten Waters, but trying to find the one spot in the schedule where we're all free. It's like a game in itself. Yeah, Forgotten Waters is so good. I got to play it a month or 2 months ago with Mandy and Suzanne and Joe's, and we're trying to get together for the second session. We completed the first session. The second, it's a game that they really did a good job of implementing it online. It's very easy to do. It's got a lot of story elements to it. It's pirates, so it's fun. Protegas says, are you guys going to Gen Con? No, no plans to do Gen Con. I'm actually, spoiler, I'm working with something with Gen Con right now, and they had asked me if I was going to be out there, and I said, at this point, no. As we continue to move forward here, see the numbers and stuff, I didn't plan on going to any conventions this year, but as long as the numbers keep going down, I feel like maybe at the very end of the year, I'd feel a little more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I let them know, and they were cool about it. They said, we're gonna continue updating because I'm gonna hopefully be doing some work with them during the convention. But I'll let y'all know again on the socials. It's gonna be a lot of fun. What we're planning on doing right now. But we'll see how things go. If not, I'll probably I'll most likely work with them remotely, just like I did. We actually did their spring showcase a couple of months ago. Oh my god, it seems like years ago. It was just in March, right?
In my...
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Time has no meaning in my head.
Yeah, and we've been saying this for like a year and a half or so.
I am so afraid of, like, when I go back to work and I have to actually physically be there, that I'm not ever going to be on time.
I know,
ever.
right? So we did a showcase with them. We played the llama game. Remember, we're trying to figure out who committed the crime at the llama amusement park, and then we also played the Korea games, board games.
With the dentist.
The dentist,
thing.
yeah. So that we were very fortunate to work with Gen Con then. So I think I'll be doing some stuff with them for the actual big Gen Con event. So stay tuned for that.
So James and Game Jedi were talking about my Costco experience. That makes no sense. I was trying. I swear I got in my car and I was like, did I miss something? I'm like, I'm not a stupid person.
Yeah, and then like I was just as confused. Like when Michelle came home and she was telling me the story, I was like, yeah, I don't get it. So I don't know. It's a mystery. She was trying to give you free stuff, apparently.
Well, I should have taken advantage of that. But me being like, the goody, I'm like, but my bill's $178, not $100. I'll do the math.
Right. James says, people with no screens, yes. That's the nicest thing. Like, being able to hang out and play games without the screens involved. Protigas, that's awesome. Hopefully it'll work out to do some online events. I remember that's how I found you guys in the first place. Awesome.
Oh.
Thank you for joining us again. Game Jedi, my local con sold 650 tickets. No mask required. Don't have to be vaccinated.
Really?
I decided to pass because even though I'm vaccinated, immunocompromised and my doc recommended. Yeah, that... Again, this is my opinion. If a con is not requiring mask or vaccinations, again, I'm not going to get into the whole thing of whatever. But I wouldn't feel comfortable going. We even have some local meetups here that are somewhat restarting, and I was a co-organizer of a few of them and a few of these things, and one of them asked me recently. We're going to be starting up hopefully in July. And they asked if I wanted to help organize. I said, for the time being, I'm not comfortable. I'm only comfortable doing very small meetups, of course, with my family and those friends that I really trust. Now, I do trust my friends in the meetups, but these would be in a public space. And I know restaurants and other places have been very good about, following protocols and everything else. But I told them, just the random public people in the public, I don't know. And I don't feel comfortable, and I don't want to do anything to... I'm just not comfortable.
Yeah.
And that's how it is, folks. If you're comfortable, cool. You shouldn't, I shouldn't need to explain why I'm uncomfortable. We're going through a lot. We've gone through a lot over this year and a half, and we shall see. Things are looking good. We're talking about how the light at the end of the tunnel type thing.
Yeah.
But
I just feel like there's this period of adjustment.
Yeah.
Like, we're all vaccinated, but not everybody is.
Yeah.
And it's just so weird to just be out in public, honestly.
It is, after being here at home most of the time. And I think Game Jedi said it nicely here. Yeah, I think we should all respect each other's decisions. No shaming needed. Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah. No shaming needed. Game Jedi, my local con is at the end of July. No shame at all. Druid City's in the house. Hey, James, thanks for joining us. Good to see you. We're just hanging out. Michelle and I are hanging out. We're going to open up a box of snacks. We have our monthly Universal Yums box. This is a monthly snack box. It's really neat. This company curates snacks from around the world, so each month we get a box of snacks from a different country. Mm-hmm. Was it Italy last month, or I don't know what's going on with time. I know we had Italy, and we also...
I think it was Spain.
Spain, that's right. Espanol, yeah. The Spain one was pretty good. I like some of the things in the Spain. Like, they had those, sort of bugle snacks or whatever.
Yeah, I think that box was, one of the better ones.
Yeah, that one, I remember Italy for some reason was really good.
Well, the only snack I did not like at all was the Chinese...
Was it
egg something
chips?
It
was the salted egg yolk chips.
Yeah.
Michelle didn't like it. I actually liked that one. But now we have had salted egg yolk chips in the Philippines in Cebu,
which I like them.
You did, and they were way better than the ones we had in this box, because the taste, it was just a different taste. It wasn't quite as salty as the one we had. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yep.
Where did we have them?
In that little cafe at the hotel we stayed at in Cebu, that place, Pillows. Remember, we stayed at a little hotel called Pillows in Cebu.
I only picked it because of the name.
Michelle she had booked this hotel, and it's like, oh, it's Pillows. I'm like, okay, cool, and it turned out to be really nice. Like, it was a smaller boutique hotel, and in the like they had the little cafe downstairs. It was small, but they had like a lot of different snacks, and we pretty much went through every single snack they had. I remember, like, in the Philippines, for at the time, and I think it's still like this now, the exchange rate was awesome. So like things were like dirt cheap. Like a bag of chips was it I don't even remember, it was like less than 50 pesos, which is $1, so maybe like 50 cents for a bag of chips, and oh, it was so nice. Game Jedi James says or Game Jedi says, I added the shame because I was shamed for deciding not to. Yeah, you know what, Game Jedi, I mean, don't feel bad. I mean, we gotta all make our decisions, whether we're gonna be doing the public meetups or not. I mean, I'm not going to sweat it, like, I'm doing what I feel is necessary to be safe, and hopefully you did too. Hopefully everyone's staying safe out there. James says, sorry, they were making you feel bad. Yeah, crap happens, that is. Druid City, do you actually eat the stuff? We got one of these subscription boxes with different ingredients before, and most of it went without getting used. Snacks, but okay, yeah. Yeah, we do. For these universal yums, for the most part, we eat them, unless, like, there are some snacks that we're like, yeah, we'll just toss them.
Right.
Yeah. Now, we did do, was it Hello Fresh? Was that the subscription box we did for a little while?
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. I liked that everything, all the ingredients and the seasonings and stuff were in one box.
Yeah.
However, because I didn't plan it, I felt like it took me longer to, like, prepare the food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, like, if I'm like on Pinterest and I'm looking at the recipe, I'll read it first.
Yeah.
Honestly, to see, how involved it is. If it's too involved, I toss it out.
Yeah.
But, with Hello Fresh, I mean, I liked that idea. I mean, it is expensive. I think we did, like, the free intro.
We did the intro, and then, like, I think we added 1 month after that. Because it was, like, Lauren sort of, like, gifted it to us, I think. Wasn't it?
Yeah, but she gave one to Ruel and one to me, so I don't know how many meals you get, like 4?
Yeah.
So Ruel had 4 and I had 4, so I was like, oh sweet, I don't have to cook for a couple of weeks.
Right.
But I didn't realize that they gave you everything at one time. I thought, they were going to give you like a meal a week or so.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
No, it was all the food.
Yeah, so it's like, we got to throw this in the fridge and the freezer, and I mean, I liked it. But yeah, it's definitely more expensive than just cooking at home. And we do enjoy cooking at home.
Yeah.
I haven't been cooking as much lately, but I hopefully will be changing that soon. Yeah, Michelle's been a saint, as always. But now the snack box we do like, because this is something that, it's easy to finish. We don't feel like it's ever wasted, right? Like, I don't...
Well, I mean, there are some things, because a lot of the stuff, I mean, it's processed, right? Yeah. So, it's a little salty for my taste, because I usually don't put salt on anything. Mm-hmm. So just a little bit of salt to me is like, it just is too much,
Yeah. Bottom Shelf Video Game says, how are the pillows at Pillows, the hotel?
Yeah, I honestly don't remember. But
you know what I do remember about Pillows? Remember the food vendor right outside.
Oh, yeah.
Michelle's absolute favorite, and I loved it too. Do you want to talk about that?
Oh my gosh, there was this little man. He wasn't little, but there was, this food vendor, and he was selling bibingka, and that's, what do you call it, like a rice cake?
Yeah, Filipino rice cake dessert.
And he was cooking everything on his little cart, and he was serving it on a banana leaf, and I think there were only like 2 or 3 ingredients, and he was mixing it up right there, and he put it like in the little thingy that
almost like an oven, I guess.
And then
like a wood burning oven, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Like, think of like like we think of vendors out here in the U.S. like little taco vendor or whatever. I mean, it's like small little cart. Excuse me, and the bibingka was just some of the best bibingka I've had, and they were like the perfect snack size.
Yeah.
We went up to them on the street because we were like exploring the neighborhood, and we ran in. We got in. One time we were in a cab. We were going somewhere, and Michelle saw them. We're like, "Hey, pull over!" So we had the cab pull over. We just like ordered it to go. Right? It was like a drive-through. But the pillows were nice at Pillows. Thanks for asking, Bombshell. Augusta Ray. I had one like that, but it was mostly snacks from Japan, and my friends went through them quick. Yeah.
Snacks from Japan are good, though.
The Kit Kats from Japan, best ever. Those just, man, I think about like was it the strawberry cheesecake one? I really like those. And then of course the matcha.
Yeah,
really
that's the first one that came to mind was the matcha Kit Kats.
So amazing. Bottom shelf says unused snacks become Bruno kibble.
He wishes.
He wishes. Yeah, that's right. Thanks again for joining us, friends. Let's get to the snack portion of the show.
Okay.
So we're going to open up this box. We're going to sample them with y'all, and we're going to rate them. Then afterwards, stick around. We're going to play a Duel of Wands, the Kids on Brooms card game. And let's move over here. Whoop.
Okay. Oh, To Live and Dice in LA is here. Hello.
Hey, all right. Yay.
Okay, so turkey.
Oh, okay. So here we are. So this is what I like about this. Michelle we love this. They have a little a map and then also an info booklet. So this month we're going to Turkey. It has like facts and like, here's our scorecard, the Yum scorecard. We're going to score each one here. And then in here it has the actual, facts about the country that we're visiting. And trivia train, and then all the different snacks that we have in this box. They give you little insights and factoids and stuff. Okay. So I'll leave this here. To Live and Dice in LA says, "Baby's sleeping. I should be packing, but here for the snacks that are coming." You can pack while you watch Mike and Geraldine. No problem. Augusta Ray, that was like my number reason for getting that box. I just want the different Kit Kat flavors. Yeah.
Okay.
Kit Kats from Japan, folks, the best thing. Ooh, look at these.
Okay, let me see what's in this Yum bag. These are usually the candies.
Oh, yeah. Like single candies, they'll put in the Yum bag.
Okay, I kind of want to try the snack box. Do you have a referral link?
We don't have a referral link yet. James, thanks for asking. We're trying to. I would love to get sponsored by them, but I will drop in. I just went to the website and let's see. There is the link right there, my friend. Yeah, we like it. We just get there's. I think is it 2 or 3 different sizes, babe? Do you remember?
I believe there are 3 different sizes, and this is the smallest size.
Yeah. So for the smallest size, I think it's $15 a month, and you can do it. You can do it monthly, right? Or do you have to do like 6 months ahead of time, or?
Honestly, I don't remember because I have it automatically deducted because I thought, this is a nice little treat. And honestly, I forget every month. And then when it comes in the mail, I'm like, it's like Christmas all over again.
It really is. It's a nice way to treat ourselves. So we recommend it. Okay, what should we start with? Let me get this.
Okay, it looks like these are savory. This is vanilla, so.
Okay.
These are the sweets.
I'm going to show real quick, show y'all the scorecard. So there's the Yum scorecard, and the scoring is delicious, excellent, just wow, okay, or I did not need this in my life. So we've been pretty lenient. I think we're very friendly judges. Like we haven't had too many of the sad faces.
Yeah, I think, honestly, I've just had one. And if there was something that was just like, okay, I had the meh face.
Yeah.
Do you just want to go in order?
Yeah, we'll try this.
Okay,
so
what's the first thing?
The first one is...
it's this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
crispy. Let me get the little booklet. So here's... we're going to get the booklet.
Turtiki.
Okay. Where is it in the thing here?
How do you say this? Let's say tile. I don't know. I say taco on there, so be careful.
So crispy tirtikli. Okay. They look like little salty snacks. We're going to find out. I don't see it in the booklet here. Do you see it? Here's this.
Is it on the page before? Oh, no. It says start here.
Yeah. They also do have the allergy information, folks. And they'll let you know. Okay, here we go.
It's almost like a Dorito, but more cracker consistency.
Bottom shelf says it's pronounced Turtikli. Thank you.
Turtikli.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I would give that a happy taste.
Yeah. I'll get a happy face too. Oh, so we'll put number 1. Well, happy face. Michelle, happy face. I'll do it on the whiteboard here. Can I see that real quick? I wonder, is there any, if they say anything what it is? Crackers with taco spice seasoning.
Yeah, so it's a Dorito, basically.
Yeah. I don't think it's as, like, the flavor's not as strong as Doritos. And it's not as, like, the chip
Crispy.
itself is thicker than a Dorito.
Yeah, it's like a cracker.
Yeah, more crackerish rather than chipish. Again, these are all, like, highly technical terms, folks. So, more chipish than crackerish. I like it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
What do we have next?
Next, we have auto nuts, which are roasted and salted yellow chickpeas.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, chickpeas. So, here's the one. Oh, yeah, Michelle got it right there. You want to
And
show it
it's
one more time?
vegan. Oh.
Thanks.
Oh. Yeah.
Auto nuts. These are chickpeas.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, according to the booklet, salted roasted chickpeas, Turkey's flavorful, guilt-free obsession. You can't walk down a Turkish street without seeing bags of leblebi, roasted chickpeas, hanging from stall roofs. Okay.
Really? Oh, that's not quite the consistency I thought it would be. I thought they would be crunchy. You know, like corn nuts?
Yeah.
But they're
They're more like peanuts, huh?
if even now they're kind of soft. I mean, it's like kind of I don't know. Like it's a hard consistency when you hold it, but when you chew it, it's
When you chew it, it's almost chalky in your mouth.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But it's definitely like the nut or the chickpea. Yeah, I was thinking, I don't know, can y'all see this? It looked like, to me, it looked like corn nuts. You know, in the box. I don't know if you can see this here. Or in the bag. Definitely looked more like corn nuts. So yeah, I was expecting the same thing, like crunchy. But this is soft.
Bottom shelf makes this sound very fancy. A chipish aroma with a cracker aftertaste at the back of the tongue.
There it is. Perfect.
What wine pairs with this?
You know, honestly, I would do like a white wine for this.
Really?
Would you do a red?
No, I don't prefer red wine, so.
Yeah.
But you know, I like these.
I do too. I'm giving this one a happy face. I definitely
Same.
liked it. Same? Okay.
Okay, it looks like the rest of these things are sweet. So
Okay. Number 3 will be something that says Lush, I believe.
okay, that's this.
Okay.
Cocoa cream cookies.
Okay, so we have
oh.
the cocoa cream mosaic cookies featuring Turkish tahini, hazelnut, and cocoa. Really, tahini. Now, I think when I see tahini, I think like a meal, and you have it like as a sauce or whatever, or
Yeah.
because you've made stuff with tahini before, right?
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be a mess.
Okay.
Because one of the cookies is crushed. Oh, that's a different game.
Right.
Okay. Woo! Okay.
Oh. Now, just let's get it on the camera here.
Okay.
Just on first look, to me, I don't know if y'all can see, but it looks like a shortbread cookie,
Yeah.
right? Let's see. So, get a little close up for y'all. It's see-through.
That means it's less calories.
Yeah. Okay.
Am I right? Am I right?
I hope so.
Okay.
All right, so cheers.
Ding!
Oh. Friends, it's got like a Nutella filling.
I like this.
Oh, man.
And it's not super sweet.
Yeah, not too sweet. It does it has like a shortbread around it, I feel like. And then inside's Nutella. Oh, man, I like it.
Yeah. And I really appreciate that it's not like super, super sweet.
Yeah. Sweet, but not too sweet.
Just like me.
Yeah. Jordan Sid Games is redeemed Bruno fan. Thanks for being a fan of Bruno. Hey, we're going to give Bruno a treat. Good boy. Thanks, Jordan City, for redeeming the points.
He's sleeping right here next to me.
Yeah, Bruno may make an appearance. I don't know, but oh, this cookie is good.
I like that.
Okay, happy face.
Yes. Okay, and we didn't go in order, huh? But this one?
Oh, we forgot that one. We could do it now.
Yeah, well, this one looks like it has tahini in it also.
Okay.
And I like sesame, so.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to predict that I like this one.
Okay. Yeah, put this here if you want to.
Okay.
Man, I really like that cookie. I'm not going to lie. That's a really good cookie.
So this is tahini halva.
Let me see if it's in the book.
It should
Oh,
be.
this one?
Yes.
Okay, what we're looking at now, vanilla tahini halva, Turkey's crumbly sesame sugar tradition.
That's a little, like, stretchy, like nougat. Just
Oh, wow.
very little.
Okay.
Here, let me do this so it's not messy.
So just a little closer to look. Here, I'll go on the close-up camera. Yeah, it's got this nougat, like, consistency.
It's like bulbaron,
Yeah,
but sesame.
totally. Anyone have polvoron? It's a Filipino dessert. Very, like, I don't know, how do you, like, crumbly is the way I would describe it.
A little bit chalky.
Yeah.
I like this. This is like those little sesame candies.
Oh, man, I just dropped some.
But not, like, you can't see the seeds, you know?
Yeah.
I love those.
Have y'all had those sesame candies? It's like sesame seeds held together by honey, right? I think that's what it is, yeah.
Some delicious goodness.
Yeah. This is good. I still like that. I'm all over that cookie. Like, I think I'm still thinking about the cookie. That was really good.
Well, you know what? I went to give blood a few weeks ago. And, you know, they gave you snacks afterwards. And they had this whole cart full of stuff. And they had the best sesame, like, candy cookie type thing on there. And I needed to leave.
Too much of a good thing.
I had to, like, go away because the temptation was too strong.
Mm-hmm. Pentry Games in the house. Hi, Pentry. Thanks for joining us. We're doing Meeple Munchies tonight. We are sampling our snacks from the Universal Yums monthly snack box. Our box today is from Turkey. Okay, how would you rate that?
Oh, definitely a happy face. I love everything sesame.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was between a happy face and a meh face, but I'm going towards a happy face. I didn't quite like it as much as you did, but it's still pretty good. So this is the halva.
Okay, this is called the Today Snowball.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't like the Hostess snowballs.
Yeah.
But this is with coffee, and I like coffee flavored stuff.
Okay.
So maybe that'll make up for the snowball.
Yeah, coconut and coffee snowball cake. Speckled with Turkey's famous coffee beans.
I did not know Turkey was famous for coffee.
No?
No.
Get this out of the way.
I was going to keep it there because crumbs.
All more crumbs. Yeah, so, yeah, just like Michelle, I am not a fan of those Hostess snowballs, so I'm curious to see how this one goes.
Here, I'll take a bite of it and I'll give it to you. That's interesting.
James, thanks for dropping all the emotes. Both Jameses, actually.
Oh, that's good. I like it.
So a regular Hostess snowball, what is it? Like, I just remember, I would describe when I was a kid, it was like yuck. I didn't like it.
I don't like it either.
It was like just...
It was too mushy.
Yeah, it wasn't like a Twinkie, no? Wasn't it? Or
no, I think, wasn't it like chocolate cake or something in the middle? And then there was that creamy stuff that's like in the middle of Twinkies that I also don't like.
Same. Oh, so first of all, the smell of this is wonderful. Mm-hmm. It really smells like a cup of coffee. Like, ooh. Mm.
There's cream in the middle.
This is like a coffee ding dong. Right? No?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
this
You know
is-
what? You're right.
This is fantastic. Wow. This is like a coffee ding-dong, folks. And you have your cream, you have your sugar, obviously. Oh, this is really good.
Oh my goodness. Well, let me try the middle part because I don't like that stuff
Wow.
like in the middle of a Twinkie.
Okay. We've had how many of these boxes? Like 6 or 7 of these boxes. Maybe more than that, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. This turkey box so far has got 2 things that I really like. That cookie and this coffee ding-dong thingy. Again, totally technical terms here we're using, folks. Let us know if we need to explain it. But Michelle going in for a 3rd bite. I think she likes it, Mikey.
Oh.
Good, right?
Mikey likes it.
Yeah.
I do like this.
I like, yeah. Big happy face for me. I'm assuming the same thing for
Oh,
you.
for sure.
That's number 5, happy face.
Okay. These look like gummies. So,
Wow.
Bebeto watermelon jelly gum.
Okay. Wow, that was good.
Oh, yeah, I guess I should cleanse my palate because
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to go well with this watermelon.
Turkish sour watermelon gummies, Turkey's most mouth-puckering watermelons. Since 1967, the city of, I'm sorry, I'm going to destroy this name here, Diyarbakir has hosted Turkey's annual Watermelon Culture Festival. Why there? Because its watermelons are the country's biggest and juiciest.
What?
Oh. I do like a good watermelon.
Okay.
Okay, so, okay, just very much like a
gummy.
A gummy. Looks like something you would get here in the U.S. Yep. It's a watermelon gummy.
Mm-hmm. That's good. It's not like a gummy bear, though.
Yeah.
And it's not like those Brock's
Yeah.
candies. It's something like in between.
Yeah.
Like as far as the consistency.
It reminds me of like a Sour Patch Kid.
That's not sour?
Yeah, it's not sour, just that consistency.
Yeah.
So not sour, very watermelon flavor. Honestly, I mean, I liked it, but I feel like you can totally get this something like this in the U.S. no problem.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I like
That's
it.
good. I will give that a happy face.
Same.
Okay, so now we have Toffix Mastic. So this little candy.
Okay. And this is Mastic Toffee. Taste the rare Turkish phenomenon. So this is in the yum bag. These are the little things here.
It's a soft candy with mastic flavor. What's mastic flavor?
Let's read what mastic flavor
Okay,
is.
this other thing is the same brand. I don't know what that is.
Oh, here, I'll put it on the screen. So, dripping off the trees on the island of Chios, you'll find something fantastic. Mastic. While locals are obsessed with the gummy sap in all of its refreshing, piney glory, they put it in everything from liqueurs to foods to cosmetics, most of the world doesn't even know it exists.
Yeah.
That's because it's harvested almost exclusively on Chios, hence the island's nickname Sakis Adasi, Island of Gum. Even though the island is no longer owned by the Turks, Greece claimed it in 1912, the rare flavor remains a local staple. Take a bite and decide how fantastic is mastic. Okay, I'm really interested to see this. James has redeemed a Bruno walk. Thank you, James, for taking Bruno on a walk. Is it this one? There it is.
What it do, baby boo?
Druid City's got to run. This was fun. I'll have to try these boxes for sure. Parker was watching with me, and he wants to try. Oh, awesome. Thanks, James. Have a great night. Parker, I hope you enjoy the box that your daddy gets you. And Sir Bearsworth, what it do, baby? It's so good to see you on here. It's been a while. Thank you for hanging out with us. Michelle and I are going to play Duel the Wands right after we finish our Universal Yum snack box. Which one is it? This one?
The blue one, yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like this. It's almost like the consistency of nougat.
Oh, another nougat-y thing, huh? Oh, this is like taffy.
I don't think it's as stretchy as taffy.
Oh, this has a very distinct flavor.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe that. I guess that's the mastic flavor.
They talk about it being a piney flavor. Would you...
Piney?
It feels very, like, fresh, like a... I don't know, that whole, like, tree, like, scent, I think.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really don't know. Like, if I had not heard any of that, I don't know how I would describe this flavor.
Yeah. Okay. It's, you know how like mint, it's minty is like fresh. Now it doesn't taste anything like mint, but it gives me that similar like, oh, this is refreshing.
Yeah.
That being said, not really a big fan of the flavor. I think it's okay.
I feel like this is an after dinner type thing.
Perfect. That's it. Like you have your dinner, you have your coffee, and then you have this as sort of like, refreshing your breath or whatever, right?
But who doesn't like coffee breath?
Right? So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna do happy face, meh face, or sad face?
I think I'll do a meh on that.
Same. We're totally in sync right now. I did a meh.
Okay, this is lemon flavor. This other one here.
So this is also Toffix. Oh no, this is Toffix. The other one was Mastic Toffees.
Oh.
So we have. Oh, I can't really see it here. Wildly juicy. Oops,
Oh,
sorry. Wildly juicy lime meets sweet soft melon. Okay, so we talked about their love of melons earlier. This is a honeydew-like cassava melon, favored in the city that inspired its name, cassava. Okay.
Huh. Okay.
You know that last one, I had to take it out of my mouth because it was taking too long to chew.
Oh. So it looks like this. It's yellow in the middle and green on the outside.
Is it another, like, taffy style?
You know what it reminds me of? Yeah, it seems like it is. Like those Brock's candies that are chewy.
Oh, yeah. It smells like toffee. No.
This is messing with my taste buds and my sense of smell.
Yeah, I didn't expect this.
I don't think I like this one.
It's definitely got that lemon. I'm not... Do you get any lime? I'm not getting the lime.
Is it both lemon lime?
It says melon and lime chews. Wildly juicy lime meets sweet soft melon.
I don't think I like this one.
No. I think I like this better than the mastic. But... sort of like a if. So, what do you think?
I think that's also a meh.
Meh. I'm between a meh and a happy face right now. I'm gonna lean towards meh.
Yeah.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Here's our scoreboard, folks. So Michelle and I totally lined up, and oh, hey, we've got a raid coming in. Let me get the raid helmet. Benita, thank you for the raid. Welcome, friends. This is Tabletop Tonight. My name is Ruel. This is my wife, Michelle.
Hello, welcome.
Tonight is a Meeple Munchies episode where Michelle and I, we sample our Universal Yum snack box. So we just got done with the snack box. We had a bunch of snacks from Turkey this month. So we sampled the local turkey snacks that they have. Want to thank all y'all for the raid. I know Benita, Amanda, and Board Game Span were eating and hanging out, so thank you for the raid, Benita. Much appreciated. If you're new here, friends, my name's Ruel. This is Michelle. We're so happy that you're here. Thank you for the raid, Benita. We see Ella loves board games. Green Man A. Dead Laskian, hi friends. Game Free Girl, Monique. Joe Sondal, Plumpy Thimble, Panda Angel. Who else? Board Game Spam. Legends DM, Game Free Girl, oh, we just said that. Sir Bearsworth back here for the raid. Tate Woo, thank you, Tate. Arcade Wonders, hello, Arcade Wonders, and hello, friends. A little love for y'all. Much appreciated. Got the raiding helmet on. Thanks for the raid. Ella says, have to go and have lunch now and see some friends. Thank you for dropping by, Ella. Have a great lunch. Sir Bearsworth, James, Sir Bearsworth. Oh, a lot of people. So, thank you for the raid, friends. So we just, I'm going to show you what we were doing. We had our scoreboard here. Here's our box of snacks. These are all from Turkey. Michelle and I ranked all 8. We gave happy faces to 6 out of 8. So it's a good box. The 2 that we were very impressed with. Do you want to go ahead and share the ones that we really, really enjoyed?
This one. Ooh. I kind of want to finish it.
Yeah.
It's called the Today Snowball, and that's what it looks like. and this is what it looks like now.
So if you ever had the snowballs in the U.S. by Hostess, we don't like those. This one we absolutely loved. I call it. I described it as a sort of like a coffee ding dong. It was really good. Yeah. And then the other one that we really liked, I really liked were the little cookies, like shortbread cookies. What were those?
Oh, here, Lush.
These, it was like a shortbread cookie, but inside was a little layer of...
It's a little bit of magic.
Yeah, it was a lot of magic, I think. it was a thin layer of Nutella. And, chef's kiss, I was all over it. Those are, honestly, I felt like those are two of the best snacks we've had in all the boxes we've had so far. Those two are two of my favorites.
That's some strong words.
Very strong words. I'm sticking by them.
But I think this one, the Snowball, I think this is definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
Like all the boxes.
Yeah, that was they brought their A game with this box, folks. So I want to thank all y'all for stopping in. Dead Last again, thank you for dropping by. Have a great night. Board Game Feast. We just finished our Universal Yums box. We had a really good time with that, so thank y'all. We are going to be playing Duel of the Wands, folks. Duel of Wands for the Kids on Brooms card game from Renegade Games. I believe it's now available for order. It was on pre-order last week, but I think they've opened it up. Arcane Wonders is late here. Yeah, I know it's late there, Arcane Wonders. Thank you so much for hanging out. Talk soon, Ruel Plus just said yes. So spoiler alert, folks, Arcane Wonders has sponsored our channel. We will be playing some of their games in the very near future. Thank you, Arcane Wonders, for hanging out.
Did you answer Board Game Feast already? What country are these from?
Oh, Board Game Feast, thanks. So Board Game Feast, we did today for this box. We did a tour of Turkey. And for those of you just joined us, first let me take off the raiding hat. Thanks again for the raid. Each month, Universal Yums sends us this box that Michelle subscribes to. And it's from a different country every month. We had Turkey this month. We're trying to figure out what countries we had. We've had Italy. Spain was last month. And I think there was like the Netherlands or something.
Yeah, we did have the Netherlands. That was the one that had the stroopwafel.
Yeah, the stroopwafel. That.
Okay. Oh, and Benita's going too. Yeah, it's like midnight. Right?
Yeah, y'all go to sleep. Get some rest. Thank you for the raid again. Good night, everyone. Greenman A, thank you as well. We are hanging out, eating snacks. We're gonna play some Duel of Wands. Frodo of the Shire. Is there a referral code for those? Unfortunately, we are not sponsored with them. We don't have a referral code, but I will drop in the link right there. Thank you, Frodo. There it is right there. We do a monthly box for, I think it's $15 US, and it's a small one. There are various sizes that you can check out, but hey, if you can, let them know that you saw this snack box on our stream. We'd appreciate it. And what else we're going to do? I think we talked enough about snacks. We're going to play a game real quick. So let's play a game now, folks. We're going to play a Duel of Wands, the Kids on Books game. Kids on Brooms game. So let me get this here.
Step on the dog.
Yeah, Frodo, appreciate that. I was hoping to give you a kickback. No worries. Thank you for thinking of us. Yeah, we've been trying to get sponsored by them. I'm not going to lie. I really want to be sponsored by them, but I don't know if they do the board game streamers thing. Joe says, that's the most interesting monthly surprise box I've seen. Yeah, we've been... How long have we subscribed to it? Almost a year?
No. I think it had to start in September.
Oh, yeah.
So 8 months?
8 months, yeah.
Right? Is that right?
Yeah.
November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so, Joe, we love it. And we've been doing it... Have we streamed all of the boxes? No.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because when we first got it, I think the first few boxes we didn't stream.
Yeah. But we started doing it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Are the snacks tasty so far? Weird, gross? Well, real quick, Bottom Shelf says, I can sponsor you. I run a paper clip of the month subscription box. I will totally take that sponsorship, Bottom Shelf. Joe says, are the snacks tasty so far? Weird, gross? I would say the majority are tasty.
Yeah.
And again, it depends on, your, palate. And Michelle and I love to eat, straight up. We love doing food tours. We're always open to trying something, almost anything once. And the great thing about the monthly snack box is they do talk about, like, they give the information for each snack here. And I know that they also talk about, like, for allergies and stuff, they do talk about if you have allergies or food sensitivities, they talk about it somewhere in the booklet. Do you remember, babe, if they have that option, like, when you subscribe?
You cannot.
Okay, like,
Yeah,
specify.
yeah, you can't specify if you
Okay.
have allergies or stuff. Things like that. So you
Yeah.
just kind of you just get what you get.
Yep. And Joe says some weird and gross can be a good thing. It's part of the experience. Oh yeah, absolutely. So I would say, well, for taste wise, we've liked most of the stuff we've had. There's been some weird stuff, like just very different, and then straight up there's like Michelle didn't like one. She thought it was gross, which I sort of liked. But besides that one, I don't think there's anything that we said. I'd never.
Yeah, I
went
mean
to.
it's all snacks, so it's not
Yeah.
like you're gonna get like escargot or
Right, right, something that we don't normally eat. So, but it's a lot of fun. I recommend them. I would love it if they were sponsoring us. Yeah.
I'd love them more.
Yes. So let's play some Duel of Wands, folks, shall we? This is a Kids on Brooms card game. This is based on the role-playing game from Renegade. And what this is, so instead of a role-playing game, this is a two-player dueling game. Michelle and I are both, I believe, wizards in this. We're kid wizards slinging spells at each other. And what we're trying to do is remove... There's two ways you can win in this game. We're trying to remove our opponent's psyche. Because obviously, without any psyche, you're in big trouble. And what you do, Michelle and I are going to... We have our basic cards. These are the basic cards here. We each have these spells, okay? One annihilate, two break, and so forth. And then the unique spells are this deck right here. We're going to randomly choose or grab two of these and add it to our deck. So one there, one there, one there. And we'll leave these here for the next
just
round.
shuffle them in?
Yeah, just shuffle them all in. And then there will be... Only you will see them. And what we're doing, it's a hand management game. We've shuffled these. And then you just draw 4 into your hand. I'll leave this here. These are the cards. Michelle and I each have the exact same cards. The only different ones are the ones we just drew, the unique ones. And on your turn, it's very simple. You're either going to play a card to cast a spell, and that's just playing it face up and resolving the text. Or you may discard a spell. You would just discard into your discard, and then that's the end of your turn. Okay, and you would do that if you have no cards that you can play. Now, at the end of your turn, you must draw back up to 4. Oh, you immediately draw. Sorry. So the second you play a card, you will immediately draw. If you cannot draw to get... so there's 2 ways to end the game. Sorry. Let me see. It is possible if that player... you will always have 13 cards in your deck. And to win... Yeah. Either your opponent... You force your opponent to put the Psyche card into their cast spells, or they cannot draw back up to 4 cards in their hand. So the second that happens, the other player wins. So what you can do is just play a card, resolve it, and then draw back up to 4. That's it. Now, to get cards back in your hand, you will be playing the... is it Recover? I believe it's the Recover card. And the Recover card allows you... Or you're going to do something called Refresh. And that is from... Certain cards will trigger a Refresh, which means you get to take all your cards, reshuffle them, draw 4.
Okay.
Okay. Now, there is one thing called a Banish. Banish means it's out of the game for this round. The object of the game is to win 2 rounds, and it's about a 30-minute game, depending on how fast you play, of course. But this is the very first time we played it. I literally just taught it to Michelle right now and to you, all y'all. So we may have
I've never seen this.
Yeah, we are going to play it now. So there are cards that are reactive as well. So the reactive spells... Some spells can be cast during your opponent's turn as an immediate reaction to a spell they cast. So if Michelle does plays a card that that would affect me, I can play a reactive card, and it'll say on the bottom, hey, if your opponent does something, you just play this card, and basically you deny them. Denied, yeah. So, all right. So I'll just start as an example. I'm going to play the hijack card. And what the hijack card says, name a spell other than Psyche. If your opponent has that spell in their hand, they must give it to you. Place it in my cast spells pile. So Michelle, I am going to name, and I cannot name Psyche. I'm going to name, do you have Annihilate in your hand?
No.
No. Okay.
Go fish.
Go fish. That's the end of my turn. I draw back up to 4. And then it's Michelle's turn.
Okay, so is this...
We have separate discard piles.
Discard piles. Okay, so this is
your deck.
thing. Okay. Yeah. What is that one? That was the
uniques,
spells.
yeah. That'll come in. At the end of the round, we're going to draw some new uniques.
Okay. So I'm going to... Oh, wait. Okay. I'm going to play Obliterate.
Uh-oh.
Name a spell other than Psyche. If your opponent has that spell in their hand, banish one copy of it. Nothing can prevent this banishing.
Ooh.
Is this...
Banish means out of the game for this round.
Oh, okay.
So you would name any of these, or these unique spells. Remember, we each have 2 of them. We may not have all of them, but we each have all these spells in our hand.
Okay, I am going to name Annihilate.
Dang it! Really? So I had an Annihilate. So what does it say?
Name a spell of them. So if your opponent has that spell in their hand, banish one copy of it. Nothing can prevent this banishing.
Darn it. So, yeah. I have to draw back up to 4. And
Okay,
then
so I also do, right?
Yep. You will always have 4 cards in your hand.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to play... Okay. I'm going to play Break. What Break does is your opponent chooses 2 spells from their hand and places them face down. I randomly banish one and return the other to your opponent's hand without looking at it. So you will put 2 cards face down, and then I will choose one at random for you to banish. Oh, that was Break. So Break goes into my discard pile.
It says, okay, so the reactive is banish the spell to prevent your Psyche from being banished.
Yeah, so if you would try to banish my Psyche, I could have used Break as a reactive.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So in this case, I just do the top portion.
Okay.
Oh, here, I'll put this here. So what we're playing, friends, is Duel of Wands, Kids on Brooms card game. I will choose this one to banish, so that gets banished, and this one goes back in your hand, and then just draw back up to 4.
Okay.
And again, if there's any time you cannot draw back to 4, you lose the round. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to play Hijack.
Okay.
Okay, name a spell other than Psyche. If your opponent has that spell in their hand, they must give it to you. Place it in your cast spells pile. So
that's your discard pile.
Discard. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, do we have to show all of them?
I'm not sure. It wasn't too clear on here.
Okay. I'm going to choose Expose.
Dang it! Really? Wow. So that goes into your discard pile. You know, I'm assuming maybe we don't. I think we just hide it. Nice.
I wanted to say Expose.
Expose. Prop Tart says, I love the art. Yes. What's up?
You can't expose yourself.
No, I cannot expose myself, which is probably a good thing. Thanks, Alex. Yeah, the art is really cool, right? It's we haven't played Kids on Brooms or Kids on Bikes. I love the idea of those role-playing games. I just haven't had the opportunity to play them. Now this, according to the rule book and according to the website, you can play this in the role-playing game of Duel of the Wands. So I'm assuming, I'm assuming as characters, you can, hey, now we can do a Duel of the Wands or whatever. So that's sort of neat.
Just don't expose yourself.
Just don't expose yourself. Which is good advice in life during all
in
time.
general.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to play... I've got to play this because Michelle's killing me right now. I'm going to play Defend. What this says is your opponent cannot banish any of my spells until the start of my next turn, unless they play Obliterate, which I believe... oh, man, did you play Obliterate or Annihilate? Darn it, I forgot. Okay, so I'm going to play this. Michelle cannot banish any of my cards until my next turn.
Okay. How many people does this play?
This is just a 2-player game.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Game Freak Girl says, I am desperate to play Kids on Brooms bikes. Yeah, so Game Freak Girl, maybe we should play. Maybe we should set something up. I think it'd be a lot of fun to play. I want to play Kids on Bikes. Artists always say drawing hands is hard. This deck is so many hands, right? Literally almost every card. So many hands. Let's see. There's Hijack. There's Break. Oh, and there's Defend.
Okay, I'm going to play the Break spell.
Okay.
Your opponent chooses 2 spells from their hand and places them face down on the table. Randomly banish one and return the other to your opponent's hand without looking at.
Don't forget, I had Defend, so you cannot banish.
So
go ahead and take that back. Yeah. What you could do is you have the option to discard a spell. You can discard a card and then just draw back up to 4. And that would be your turn.
So where do my discard?
Same thing.
Oh,
into your cast
there?
spell. Yeah, it just goes there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will play Expose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Expose.
Well, so I'm not playing it. I'm just getting rid of it.
So, Barrett, I want to try the kids' game. So, yeah, First Blush. I don't know why anyone would want to play kids cleaning. Okay, so now, now it's my next turn. You can banish spells again.
Okay.
I'm going to do this. Play Dispel. Choose a spell. If your opponent has that spell in their hand, banish it. Do you have Psyche?
No.
Oh, that would have been the win right there. Darn it. Okay. And it's back to Michelle.
Okay. Okay, I will play Break. Your opponent chooses 2 spells from their hand and places them face down. Randomly banish one and return the other to your opponent's hand without looking at it.
Okay.
And what am I doing? I am...
Just banish.
Okay.
And then this goes back to my hand, and we draw back to 4.
Oh.
Okay. I'm going to play Return. What Return does is choose 1 spell from my cast spells pile, return it to your deck, then shuffle my deck. So I'm going to choose Dispel. Goes back in my deck. Oh, down to 3 cards. I'm going to accept. And then... Alright. Oops.
I'm going to play Dispel.
Okay.
And it says name a spell. If your opponent has that spell in their hand, banish it.
Okay.
Psyche.
Nope. Go fish. So nothing happens. You just draw. I am going to play Recover. So Recover, this is an important card. Banish this spell to refresh. Or I can do it as reactive, but I didn't play as reactive. So I'm going to banish Recover. And what that means is I take the refresh action, which is... so refresh does... when you refresh, take all spells in my hand, all spells in my cast spell card pile, and all cards in my deck, and I reshuffle them. So now I have a lot of all my cards back together. So yeah, that card is key to continue your round. Okay, there's the shuffle. Now I draw 4, and it's Michelle's turn.
Okay, I am... Refresh. I'm going to play Expose.
Okay.
So your opponent chooses 2 spells from their hand and reveals them to you, then returns them to their hand.
Okay. I'm going to reveal Hijack and Expose.
Okay. Not that I'm going to remember.
Okay, so I will play Expose. Your opponent chooses 2 spells from their hand and reveals them to you, then It's basically the same thing. I want to know what's in your
Okay.
hand. Or 2 cards that are in your hand. Dispel and recover. Okay. And I draw one more. Man, I already forgot when Michelle showed. Dang it.
Yeah, I don't retain information. Okay, so I'm going to play Find. Banish a spell to secretly search your deck and choose 1 card to add to your hand. Shuffle your deck, then cast another spell.
Ooh.
So this is a twofer.
Yep, so this, you get banished.
Okay.
Nice.
Wait, I forgot what I said already. Okay, so banish secretly search your deck. So I only have 2 cards in my deck.
Yeah, so you choose one of them.
Okay. Oh. Okay. And then shuffle your deck.
Okay,
There's
so
only 1 card.
Yeah.
Okay, then I cast another spell.
Man, that's a good card.
Okay.
Oh, that's a unique, so only Michelle has that one. I do not.
Okay, so I'm going to play the break card. Your opponent chooses 2 spells from their hand and places them face down on the table.
Man.
Randomly banish one and return the other to your opponent's hand without looking at it.
Okay, I'll put those 2. Banish?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I draw back up to 4. Oh, Michelle's... Remember, if you can't draw back up to 4, you lose the round. I'm going to play Dispel. Name a spell. If your opponent has that spell in their hand, banish it. I'm going to name Recover.
So where does that go?
Banish.
Here or? Okay.
Yes. Banished.
Oh.
And then you have to draw back up to 4.
I can't.
I win the round. Cha-ching!
Well, how come you were able to shuffle?
Because I played my Recover card early.
Oh.
Remember that? That's where I got all my cards back. Yeah.
Oh.
So that is round 1, folks. So the object of the game is to win 2 rounds. Okay?
Oh, it's on now then.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is on. So we're just playing the basic version. What's cool is the game has, and I'll just show this, but we're just playing the basic. Now, what we do now is we get all our cards back. I know Michelle had one of mine, or we put the uniques back. So unique. So I'm blue and Michelle's orange.
So this just goes up here?
Yep, 1, 2. There should be 2 uniques. Do you have another unique?
Not in...
Maybe in your pile there.
Oh.
And I think I put one of my cards in your pile. Yep.
That's yours.
And the unique. Okay. So there are 7 uniques. What we do, shuffle all these back together. We're going to get 2 more uniques that may or may not be different.
Okay, and all these get shuffled?
Yep.
Okay.
In the advanced version, what's cool is you can upgrade cards. So when you lose a round, you would get an upgrade, so your cards are a little stronger to help you catch up. So it's a really neat mechanism. We're just playing the basic, where we're just going to play with the basic cards. We randomly choose 2. 1, 2, 2. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Okay, that gets shuffled into.
Thanks for
the
lurking,
deck, right?
Amanda. Have a gotta clean up after dinner. Have a good cleanup session. Okay. So it is best of 3, folks. Whoever wins 2 wins the game. I'm really curious about this RPG now. I would love to play Kids on Bikes. Okay.
I'm totally just picturing Stranger Things.
Yeah, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Oops. You know what? I'm going to put this here. Hopefully y'all can see it. Those are the cards that we have. I don't like playing with kids on bikes. They are mean and steal my lunch money. Okay. I don't know who goes first in the round. I believe you go first this time.
Okay.
So, Roberto, I've saved up some money for my newspaper round.
I'm going to play Hijack.
Okay.
Name a spell other than Psyche. If your opponent has that spell in their hand, they must give it to you. Place it in your cast spells pile.
Okay.
Break.
Nope.
Go fish.
Go fish. Okay. I am going to... Joe says, but if you are the kids on bikes, you get to choose whether to steal lunch money. Yeah. I'm going to play Dispel. Name a spell. If your opponent has that spell in their hand, banish it. Do you have Recover?
Yes.
Yes. Recover is like, that one just gets banished. That's the one you really want to play, because that gets all your cards back.
They stole my bike, too, Bottom Shelf says. Oh, I need to draw back up. Okay. I am going to play Dispel.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to choose Hijack.
Nope.
Oh, I'm losing my touch here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna Annihilate. Banish a spell from your opponent's cast spells pile. Go ahead and banish Hijack, please.
Okay. What is Recover?
Recover is I thought I had. Oh, you have. We each have 2 recovers. So Recover, you play it, and you banish it, but then you get to get all your cards back. Like you take these cards, and these cards, reshuffle, and then get 4.
Oh, I think I want to play that one.
Yep.
Okay, so that goes up here, and then I just shuffle all of these?
Yep, all together.
Okay.
Draw 4. Yeah. And that's the way to like extend your round, basically.
So you ended up being a Kids on Feet.
That'd be the trilogy, right? We have Kids on Bikes, Kids on Brooms, and then Kids on Feet. Sir Bearsworth, good to see you in here, Fred. I hope all is well. Been too long.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. I'm going to play Break. And so basically you're going to take 2 of those cards, put them face down, then I'm going to secretly banish one.
I think I got back the exact same cards. This is your cast spells pile,
Correct.
And that's the banish pile.
Yeah. So the cast spells pile is basically your discard pile.
Okay. I'm going to play Annihilate.
Uh-oh.
Banish a spell from your opponent's cast spells pile. Well, there's only 3 cards. It looked like there were more. I'm going to banish that one.
Man. So Bearsworth says, if it was based on my childhood, it'd be Kids with Bus Passes. Nice.
Mine would be Kids on Feet because I walk to school.
Yeah. I was actually a kid on bike. I used to... Hey, did y'all know that we went to elementary school and middle school together? Well, part of middle school and part of elementary school. And were we 8th grade together? Or 7th grade?
8th grade.
8th grade. During 8th grade, Kurt used to ride his bike from... our mutual friend Kurt lived 2 doors down from Michelle. He would ride his bike to my house, and I would ride my bike with him to school. I'm going to play... Oh, man. Do I take a chance? No. I am going to...
Oh. I kind of like that card.
I sort of like this card, too. Okay. I'm going to play Recreate. This is a unique one. This is a new one that we just came up. Cast or banish a spell as if it was an exact copy of a spell in your banished spells pile. I can use it reactively, but I'm going to cast this as if it were Break. So your opponent chooses 2 spells from the hand, place it face down, and I banish one. But then this gets... Oh, cast or banish the spell. Oh, I can cast it. Okay, cool. So do I have to banish? No. This will get banished. Okay.
I'm going to play Break.
Mm-hmm.
Your opponent chooses 2 spells from their hand and places them face down. And I randomly banish one. I will banish that one.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, I want to try this new card that we're just going to... Divine. Secretly look at the top 2 spells from any deck. Put them back on top of that deck in any order you choose. I'm going to secretly look at these 2.
Jeez.
Ooh, last 2. Okay. Okay. Put this here. Okay, and I draw.
Okay. I don't know if this is a good one to play right now. Defend. Your opponent cannot banish any of your spells until the start of your next turn.
Yep.
Unless they cast Obliterate.
Okay. That's actually a great card to play because I know exactly what card you just pulled because of my last trip, and I cannot do anything. So that was the perfect time to play.
Oh.
Perfect. Y'all could probably guess which card Michelle has now. But I'm going to play Recover. Banish this card to refresh, so I banish this, and everything I get to reshuffle, and then it is Michelle's turn.
Okay. I am going to play the Dispel spell.
Uh-huh.
So that says I name a spell. If your opponent has that spell, banish it. Oh, you got
Yeah, I just shuffled
all
it.
of your cards. Okay. The Recover spell.
Nope. I do not have that. Bottom Shelf says, I've been banished many times, most recently from the Walmart. Yeah. All right. My go. I'm going to play... I hope you don't have a defense card. I'm going to play Psyche. If your opponent has Psyche in their hand, banish it. I win the round. Do you have a defense card in your... Do you have a reactive card?
I want to play this.
No! What does it say?
Cast this spell the turn after your opponent banishes one of your spells.
Oh, no. So, basically, I'm going to banish the Psyche, and then it's too late to play that. The card that, if you have something that says reactive at the bottom, that's the one you would play.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so banish the Psyche. I have won the second round. That is the game, folks. I have won the Duel of Wands tonight. GG. That's Duel of Wands. Fun little game. There it is, friends. Thank you for joining us. It's a cool little game. It's very... what's the word I'm thinking of? Not tug of war, but sort of like rock, paper, scissors, I think. So you sort of like got to have the right combo of cards. What I'm interested to see in... we're not going to play it tonight, but these upgrades, I think this would be a neat little way to add to the game. So if when you lose a round, you would be able to choose like this expose here. So you would upgrade your expose or your break cards and give you more stuff to do. So for instance, the Annihilate card, I can't really see it. This one says, choose one spell from your opponent's cast spells pile and add it to your cast spells pile. So it takes the basic cards and just upgrades them. So in the advanced game, you would start with 2 upgrades, and then if you lose a round, then you get 2 more upgrades. Sort of strengthens your deck and sort of makes it. We just played the basic version, so
yeah.
But yeah, that's an option that you have there. GG, thank you, Board Game Spam. Thank you, Panda Angel. Thank you, Prop Tart. Folks.
Spam sounds good.
Spam does sound good.
No, we don't have any. Because when I was in Costco this morning, I considered buying it, but I'm like, do I want that much Spam? No. I want 1 can.
When Lauren was here the other day, she had Spam musubi, didn't she?
Yeah.
Did you have some of that?
I did not. I think that's why it was kind of like in my head.
Yeah. Friends, we want to thank you for joining us for MEEPLE Munchies. This is our monthly get-together where we sample our snacks from Universal Yums and then play a game. I want to thank Renegade for sending over Duel of Wands, Kids on Brooms card game. I want to play Kids on bikes one of these days. I don't know if we could do like a one shot. I really like one shot RPGs just because it's so hard to schedule. I know that Sir Bearsworth and Book of Nerds and Panda Angel and we had a Lucha Libre RPG, which was so fun. We played it, but we just haven't been able to schedule the next session. We're all just, everyone's busy.
Well, I remember when you guys were talking about it.
Yeah.
I thought it was just brilliant.
Oh, yeah. We had so much fun with it. So Bearsworth was the GM, the GM, and he was fantastic. Like, you could tell, like, he totally did his research. It's based on the old school Mexican wrestling movies. Yeah, like, starring El Santo and all those guys. And we had a blast. And, like, of course, Amanda was a panda character, which was great.
I know. Her storyline was great.
Yeah, like an actual panda height trying to be, like, human or whatever.
She's going to split the Spam with me.
Ooh, someone
Okay,
got split. Oh, nice.
Now I gotta go back to Costco.
Yes. Joe, thank you for reminding me. Looking forward. We are playing Goonies. Joe, Mandy, and I believe it's Carol. We're playing the Goonies board. It's a board game with a little light role playing. It's going to be this Wednesday, I believe, this afternoon. But that's going to be a blast.
You gotta watch the movie.
Yeah. So we're going to watch let's watch it tomorrow. What do you think?
Okay.
Okay, we're going to watch the Goonies tomorrow. So, Joe, it's been many, many years since I've watched it. Have you watched it recently?
Oh, no.
No?
No, I think I watched it when it came out.
When it came out?
And that was it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do research this weekend with the help of Michelle. Goonies is gonna be a blast, folks. So please join us for that. You'll see it on the socials. Joe says yes. This Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific. You're right. I should try to watch Goonies now. Yeah, we do the chunk dance. I don't know if I can do the chunk dance, bottom shelf. I don't know if anyone wants to see my chunk dance, but chunk dance. Well, is it towards? I forget what part of the movie it's in. Chunk.
Oh, I have not.
Yeah,
I need to refresh my memory.
Yeah, the heavier set kid does a little dance. We shall
it's
see.
Not like the dance from Fiddler on the Roof.
No, we watched part of Fiddler on the Roof the other night, and if I were rich, Michelle was loving my impression of Tevye. He does this. It's the jam. If we're doing the chunk dance, I can finally get some use out of my new pandemic body saying. Anyone see Fiddler on the Roof? That was the jam back in the day.
Was it now?
I don't know. We were talking about how the one time I visited New York many years ago, I was there by myself. I was hanging out with a bunch of different friends out there, and I treated myself to a Broadway play. And you go to the tickets office, you get half price. I really wanted to see Chicago, which was like the hot thing at the time, or hot-ish thing. But they had just sold out, so the next big thing on the list was Fiddler on the Roof, and I was like, whatever, I'll go see it, because I remember my parents liked it, right? That was their jam, and I'd never seen it, I just knew the song because they always sung it, but I saw it, it was one of the best musicals I've ever seen, hands down. Just the lead was Alfred Molina. Y'all know him as Dr. Octopus from the Spider-Man movies. I know him from from Raiders of the Lost Ark, from the very beginning scene. He was just amazing, and the cat, just everything about it. And I got this ticket. It was a 4th row ticket for like $25. Like it was such a deal.
How much does a ticket cost?
Like at the time, this was many years ago. I remember. I think I saw like on the face value, it might have been like 100 something.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but for $25, it was like a full blown Broadway show. It was fantastic, amazing experience. Alfred Molina sounds like a great choice for Fiddler. I had no idea. I just known him from, just whatever. I seen him on movies or TV shows, and, he was amazing. So good. Board Game Feast, there was a recent video of him singing the song while in the doc. Oh, okay, cool. Some Broadway tickets are $250, Joe says. Yeah. Oh, Prop Tart, Truffle Shuffle. Oh, that... Remember Truffle Shuffle? That's the one with the truffles, the cards, like in a tableau.
Yeah.
That is such a fun game, Board Game Feast. Yes.
And we weren't playing it right, and it didn't make sense to me because we weren't playing it right.
Yeah, and then when we did play it right, it's like, this is really fun. Yeah, really cool game in the Doc Ock costume. Oh, cool, nice. Wow, that's so cool. He's singing in the Doc Ock costume. That's amazing. Okay, now I gotta look. Is it on? I'm hoping it's on YouTube. I'll have to find that clip. But hey, friends, we're done here for tonight. Thank you for hanging out. This is sort of like our date night tonight. So
yeah.
Thanks for joining us as we sampled Universal Yums and played Duel of Wands. Let's find someone to raid. Who's streaming right now? MZ. Oh, MZ's doing this funny thing. Emma is doing a charity stream, but it's just her chair. She just has it on her chair, and there's music playing, and people are like subbing and gifting subs and just going crazy. It's amazing. Emma, our friend MZ plays, recently got partner, so like she has a very big following, and people were just. I looked on when I logged on Twitter, I got a free sub, and I was like, okay, and I clicked over there. It's just her chair with like some big googly eyes on it. It's hilarious.
But is she actually like raising money?
She is raising money for something. I guess she had like done this. Like she said, hey, if we raise a certain amount of money, I'm going to do a chair stream, and her chair's named. She named her chair Chairleen. It's hilarious. Anyways, check that out. Yeah, a charity stream, right? Yeah, a charity stream. Oh, it's amazing, folks. We're not going to rate MZ because we're going to rate DFoob, our friends.
Because we don't want to watch a chair.
Yeah, we don't watch the chair. Let's continue the board game streaming. I don't know what they're playing right now, but they're awesome. Thank you again, friends. Have a great weekend. I'm going to be back here most likely on Monday doing a solo stream, but if not, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Yeah, for sure. Tuesday with Daryl B. Gaming, we're going to be playing Lock Up with the Breakout expansion, now on Kickstarter, or going to be on Kickstarter. Wednesday, Michelle and I are going to play Octonauts. It's this really cool, like, 3D puzzly game, which is going to be going on Kickstarter. And finally, another Kickstarter game on Thursday. Michelle and I will be playing the Isle of Cats Explore and Draw, the roll and write game. That's going to be coming to Kickstarter. So thank you again. Any final words before we get out of here?
I want to finish that chocolate snowball.
Oh, yeah, we're going to finish the snacks. So have a great weekend. We'll see y'all later. And stick around for the raid. Bye, everybody.
Bye.